Okay, so the first thing that I do is I open up Silhouette. It's gonna take a second. Okay, so after I open up Silhouette, I pick the design that I want to use and I put it on here. And if it has like some real red lines or whatever, it's a little outline thing right here, and you just push this down, and then like it has the little transparent thing right here. So hold on. Okay, and that goes away, and then you want to click the zoom out button a couple of times until you can really see, the whole design. And then I also have this like t-shirt outline thing template, and I also put this in there so I could just size it, how big I need the shirts. Okay, so we just do a small shirt, and you want to make sure that it's locked, that the design is locked, so you won't have to try to fix it over again, and it'll stay just like this and won't be like smushed up or too wide or something. So the height, I usually just fix the height and the width fix itself. So the height of just a small shirt would be like 28.5, I think that's what it is. Okay, and click enter. Okay, so now after you have the size of the shirt that you need, you want to come and you probably want to make it a little bit smaller than this. Hold on. Okay, this is a good size. So now you want to size the design to your shirt. Okay, let's see. You don't want it too big, but you want it big enough. Okay, so now we have, okay, let's just say about right there. Or we could make it even a little bit smaller, but we're just going to say right here. So now, well, let me make it a little bit smaller. Actually, no, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, so now you want to come over to where it says, to these little shapes, and it has a rectangle. It's called the draw. No, that's not the drawing tool. I don't know why they say drawing tool, but it's a little rectangle thing. You want to click on the rectangle after all these open up, and it'll do that. And you want to just make a rectangle. But if it has the outline is transparent, you could just make it a different color, like black or something. Okay, so now you want to unlock this. You want to unlock the rectangle, and you want to size it to the size of your paper. So we can do it sideways, I guess. Okay, so the height would be 8.5. Okay, and you hit enter, and then the width of your paper would be 11, and hit enter. So now you have the rectangle, the width of your paper. And you can also fix this paper too. I have mine on 8.14. Hold on, let me make this thing. But it's a little paper over here at the top of the right hand side, and you can just go to media size, and it should be like a letter. Okay, so after you size your rectangle, you want to come over here, and it says open this little offset panel. Okay, you don't want to use the offset for because that's going to be outside of your box. You want to use the internal one because it's going to be the inside of your box. So after, hold on, let me delete that one. Okay, so after you have the internal offset from your paper size, you want to come over here and kind of like size it to where it's big enough to fit your little design. And after you do that, you want to duplicate it until you have it over your whole entire design. So you can right click and hit duplicate, and then you want it to overlap, but you don't want it to overlap a lot. And then let's see, duplicate. And this one you can kind of, I think you could probably flip it horizontally. Let's see. No, that ain't work. Okay, so let's flip it vertically and see how that works. Okay, neither one of those worked. Okay, so we can just, where this little green thing is, you can turn it. And that little blue line on the side, it shows you how straight it is. So after that, after you get that one, then you just want to make sure all of them overlap, but you want your whole entire design on it. So okay, so now the whole entire design is on there. You don't need this shirt after you do the rectangle, so you can delete this. So after then, you want to grab the whole entire design and the rectangles, and you want to right click again, and you want to flip it horizontally. That way it's like mirrored. Okay, and you want to duplicate this a couple of times. So try to make it as many as as many rectangles you have. Okay, so you want to make sure, now that you have all three, you want to go ahead and just delete one off each one, but don't delete the ones that you don't have. So you want to delete these. Okay, so now you have that top rectangle, so you don't need that one. So you can delete that one off of here and off of here. And You just need either one of these. It doesn't matter which one. So you delete that one. So now you don't need that one on the left hand side, or you don't need this one at the top. So you can delete the one on the left hand side. Okay. So now you have all three that will fit in these rectangles. Okay. So now, after you do that, you want to come over right above the offset tool. You want to come up where it's this modify tool. So now you need to crop. So after you get to the modify tool, you want to go over your whole entire little design thing, but just each one. So just like select one and then hit the crop tool, and now it crops that out. Okay, and you want to do this for all the square and the rectangle and the design. Okay, so now that you have the designs cut out to the way you need them, you can now all just put them the way that you need here, and you'll be able to size it in the paper and be able to cut it out, and it all be on the right way on the shirt once you put them all together. And the printer tool is up here in the right side, on the left side, and all you have to do is click that and see how you need to, if you need to push it over a little bit or if not. Okay, so probably need to push it over a little bit, and then now it fits, so then you can be able to print. But that's it. But if you have any questions, just let me know.